Hi, I'm Becca and I'm addicted to media. Today I'm going to talk about all the books that I read in June and all the books I'd like to get to in July, but probably won't because that's how we do things here. And I'm also going to add in a little bit about my plans for this month. So if you watched my May wrap up and my June TBR, which I'll link here, then you probably know that I participated in the Tome Topple Readathon created by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. And I did okay. The reason that I didn't get as much read as I would have liked to during Tome Topple is because I was really sick at the beginning of this past month, and then at the end of Tome Topple I actually went to a family reunion, which I had a lot of fun at, but I was desperately trying to finish the one tome that I actually finished during the Tome Topple Readathon. So I'm pretty happy with what I did read, because my main goal for the past couple of months was to read Invasion of the Tearling by Erica Johansson, and yeah, I finally read it, guys. I finally read it. I'm so excited to be able to say that I read this book. Also, I will be putting up a non-spoiler review, kind of like how I did for A Gathering of Shadows, except I actually planned for the whole thing to be non-spoiler. 5 out of 5 stars. I also wrote a Goodreads review, so I'll link that down below so you can go check all those things out. The Goodreads review is where I shared all of my spoiler thoughts, so if you don't want to be spoiled for things, don't read that review until you've read this book. I actually have 2 quotes that I'd like to share with you guys from this book. Those 2 quotes are, "She had been born angry, and she often wondered what it would be like to release her rage, to drop all pretense and let her true self out." And the second quote is, "Nothing we do is pointless. You only judge because you can't see the whole picture." I would recommend this book to people who've read the first book in this series because obvious. But I would recommend the series as a whole to people who are fans of Game of Thrones and Mistborn. The 2 other books that I read for Tome Topple were 2 manga, and they were Ouran High School Host Club volumes 9 and 10, and I gave both of these 3 out of 5 stars respectively. I read 515 pages if you don't count the graphic novels, which I don't really count, so that was not my best for 2 weeks of reading. But again, I'm just really happy that I finished Invasion of the Tearling, so it doesn't really matter to me. Earlier on in the month, I read What We Saw by Erin Hartzler. I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. Overall, I mean, I wouldn't say I enjoyed reading a story like this, but I think that it was really well done. And of course, I have a Goodreads review linked down below. The quote that I would like to share with you guys is, "What if it's all true? What if it doesn't go away because it happened? What if it goes away even though it did happen?" I would recommend this book to pretty much anybody, maybe not middle grade reader. It's a really difficult topic to talk about, and it's a really difficult topic to write about, and I think Erin Hartzler did a really good job of showing all the perspectives surrounding a rape case. After Tome Topple, I went on a bit of a manga reading spree, so volumes 11 through 15 of Host Club, which I gave all 3 out of 5 stars, volumes 16 through 18, and I gave those 3 volumes 4 out of 5 stars respectively because it got really good at the end, and yeah, it deserves it. I would recommend this series to anybody who likes reading school manga stories because this one's a really fun one. Wink Poppy Midnight by April Guinevere Tashulk. And I ended up giving this 3 out of 5 stars, mostly because I really hated the characters. But the writing was so beautiful, and unlike This Is Where It Ends, I'm a lot happier that I bought this one than that one. Overall. The quote that I would like to share with you is, "Sometimes people just leave midnight. They realize they're on the wrong path or that they're in the wrong story, and they just go off in the middle of the night and leave." I would recommend this to people who really like lyrical kind of writing. Solace by Gail Carriger. I'm probably just gonna read this series in manga form. I gave this 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. After my insane success at the Tome Topple Readathon, I wanted to participate in another readathon, and luckily there is one running from July 3rd to July 9th. So hopefully I'm going to read a bunch more this readathon because I have a lot of books to get through, but I am purely going to be doing this readathon because I need to go through a lot of books. So I won't be doing any of the video challenges and I won't be doing some of the reading challenges. I'm just trying to get through these books that I have laid out. So that is my plan. The readathon that I'm mentioning is the biannual bibliothon, and I will leave links to the channel down below and the reading challenges. The only one that I'm not planning on participating in is the first challenge, which is to read the selected book, which they'll have a live show at the end, and I wasn't really interested in that book, so I will just be getting into the reading challenges that I am planning on participating in. The second challenge is free choice or wild card, and so it's basically any book that you want. So I'm going to be reading more graphic novels. I picked up this one on a whim as well. It's called All You Need Is Kill, and I don't know, it looks interesting. The Archive by Victoria Schwab. Read a book chosen by a host, and this was chosen by Megan. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. This will count as challenge 5, read a book that you've been putting off. And it can also count for me as challenge 6, read a book by an author you've never read before. If I have time though, I would rather count challenge 6 as Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor, because I have not read any of Laini Taylor's works either. So you might be thinking, wait, Becca, in addition to skipping challenge 1, you also missed challenge 4. And that is false, my friends, because I'm going to be doing a Harry Potter reread. Yes, because I am trash and I want to read the whole Harry Potter series over again before I pick up The Cursed Child at the end of this month. So don't judge me. So this will count as challenge 4, read a book with your favorite mystical creature. I'm counting this as wizards or witches because it works, but also if I had to choose a creature, it would probably be a unicorn. This also counts as read a book in a format that you usually don't read. You can tell that I usually read this in physical book format. It's kind of destroyed, which is why I have this beautiful hardcover book here, because I read this one so much that I had to get the hardcover. I will be reading it through an audiobook because I have never listened to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on audiobook before. I think I kind of tried to listen to it like a long time ago, but I don't remember. So this book will finish out the biannual bibliothon for me, and then I will be continuing on with the rest of the series for the month. That is what I'm planning on reading this month, is just mostly Harry Potter books. If everything goes to plan, I will have some Harry Potter related videos. I have at least 2 planned to put up before Cursed Child comes out, so you can be looking forward to watching those. So what I would like to know in the comments down below is, are you planning on participating in the biannual bibliothon? And if so, which book are you most excited about? If you like this video and you want to see others like it, you can stick around to the end of the video and click on some of my links. Also, if you like this video, you can let me know by comment, subscribing, or giving me a thumbs up, and I hope you're having a really great day. Okay, bye! Start from the beginning, you fucked up. Okay, this is a really short book, a lot of tabs. What? For this channel. Yeah. I've heard people describe kind of the synopsis of this series, the novel series, and yet I read this whole volume and didn't realize that this was the same thing just in manga format until I went on Goodreads to review this, and the first thing that popped up was the novel, not the manga, and I felt like an idiot.